You pay, I pay. So Hal was here just before. He goes, Ronnie, I'm so excited about this. So when he saw this today, I said, Hal, if you will put a print of this at the Peabody in your store, this will be the biggest selling thing that you have. I said, think about it. He said, you don't have to tell me nothing. When can I get my prints? So I can't wait till y'all see this. But this is so unique. I thought the girl was crazy, but it works. Watch. So, you know, I thought she was crazy, but, you know, in the 50s, those glasses would have worked on Elvis. You know, they're kind of cool, really. And then he agreed with me. He goes, when can I get those prints? So I'm excited about that. And then, my friend Jerry Lee Lewis and I have 2 songs on my new album on Curb Records. In 1984, Jerry Lee Lewis was 52 years young. He came into the studio, and I had written a song called Never Too Old to Rock and Roll, which we had a hit on, right? And he said, now, Killer, before we do your song, we're going to do this song. I said, what we doing, Jerry Lee? He said, never you mind, son, you just pay attention. Well, he had a 5th of Jack Daniels, and he set it on the piano. And I tell this all the time because it's a historical fact. And he drank half of that friggin' Jack Daniels. And then he said, Killer, I'm ready to do it. And I said, what are we doing? He said, check this out. Heartache number 1 was when you left me. I never thought that I could hurt this way. With hopeful heart, I waited for you. Knock on my door. I waited, but you must have lost your way. Now I've got heartaches by the number of love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. And I wouldn't take anything less. It was his voice was so beautiful. He was only 52 years young at the time. So I got to thinking, I'm going to do a painting for Jerry Lee. Y'all don't know this, but when he was a little boy, you're going to see depicted in this painting. His mother and daddy took him to a church one day. He sat down at the piano and he just started playing it naturally. So they mortgaged their farm to get him a piano. And the rest, they say, is history.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. You make my head like a man inside. You broke my will, look on the thread. Good as your records and quitting balls of fire. I love the love, all I thought it was funny. You came in love with you, say hi. I changed my mind.
And what's cool about it is Jerry Lee, he watches us sometimes on the streaming live. Hey, check us out this week. And I had this idea. So, not long ago, and so I called my friend Blvd, who is also on my new album. And you remember Blvd? You never close your... And I called him today because I was at the Cupboard, one of my favorite places to eat in the whole wide world. I called Bill and I said, Bill, so you're coming to Nashville Friday? And he goes, I'm coming. And I said, are you going to put your voice on this new song with James Burton? Billy Swan and all of us? And he said, yes, I am. He said, Here's what I want to tell you though. You got to let me say this, because I came up with this idea of doing Bob Seger's song. I like that old time rock and roll. But I changed it to, I like that old time country song. Actually, I didn't come up with that. Bill Medley did. He said, well, you got to let me sing this at the very last or I'm not going to do it. And I said, what you want to say? And he goes, Mama, where the hell did it go? I like that old time country song. And I said, Bill, you got it. So we're doing that Friday, day after tomorrow. So again, hey y'all, think about this. Have I been blessed or what? Yes. I have. So thank y'all for coming tonight. Thank you. Well, everybody up here, they are so talented. I want you to take a good look at the boy with the hat on backwards. And I told him, I said, Gary, you have got the prettiest head of hair, but you wear that damn hat all the time. But anyway, that's my grandson. That's Gary. He does such a good job, and he hangs out with Papa pretty much all the time. He calls me every day, Papa, can I hang out with you? So my 9-year-old granddaughter called me. Let me put this all in perspective for y'all right now. My 9-year-old granddaughter, back in February, before this stuff that's going on, she said, Papa, would you come and have lunch with me? I said, well, sure I will. 3rd graders. So I'm the only adult at the table, and I love aggravating kids. I love to aggravate kids. I said, who's the meanest one here? They all pointed at each other, right? I said, who knows who Donald Trump is? Maybe 3 hands, I swear to God. I said, all right, who knows who Elvis Presley is? We do, we do. So this little black boy sitting across from me, he goes, well, who don't know who Elvis is? I said, well, you're 3rd graders. So then this little boy is sitting down here with Buddy Holly glasses on. Swear to God, he stands up, opens up his jacket. It's February. Still cold. He opens up his jacket, has an Elvis Presley t-shirt on. So I was on Elvis radio about 2 weeks ago, and I told that story with my friend T.G. Shepherd, because to me that puts it all in perspective. They don't know who the damn president is, but they know who Elvis is. So anyway, everybody up here is so equally talented. Take, for example, my piano player. His daddy was a Baptist preacher for 67 years. Steve and I started the 1st grade together back in 1956. 1956. Different schools, of course. But we learned how to cuss in 1956. We couldn't cuss at home, but by George, when we got to school, we learned how to cuss, right? Curse or whatever you want to say. Yeah. So, that Christmas, Steve wanted this is a true story, he wanted a Red Ryder BB gun. So over in the corner by the Christmas tree, just like a Christmas story, there was a big old tall skinny box. This is a true story. So Steve ripped that box open. He goes, well, I'll be damned if it ain't a damn Red Ryder BB gun. His daddy took his belt off and wore his one out. And then his daddy said, Mama, you come over and whoop him right now. So he got 2 whoopings. But anyway, Steve, do you still cuss to this day?
I try not to. I gotta watch my language.
But anyway, this young fella now, we've been together since 1986, 87?
87.
87. Here he is to play one of my favorite all-time songs. I'm telling you, don't get no better than Floyd Kramer. And by the way, Floyd Kramer played on so many Elvis Presley songs, but here's Steve to play Last Day.